Hey everyone, it's Michael. I hope you're doing well today. I have another review for a Twilight Zone issue. This is for issue number 2 of the 2025 series that started last year. I think this came out last year in like December, maybe November, somewhere in there. But anyway, so IDW are putting these out. I just did a review for number 1. Number 1 was okay. This issue immediately rubbed me the wrong way. From the art choice onward, it just got worse. I don't really have a reason to get into spoilers all too much, but this was rough, man. It's written and drawn by Tom Scioli, and I wish he had just done the writing because maybe it could have been better with a better artist, but not by much. I've only read the 3 issues out of the 5. Well, there's 4 out, but there's a 5th one coming, like I said in my last video. And I'm a diehard Twilight Zone guy. And I will die on the hill, like I said in my issue number 1 review, that they absolutely should have done multi-issue arcs. But then stories like this, I don't think that even multiple issues could have saved it. With the art and with the story we got, I just don't see it happening. Basically, this story, it essentially is about a group of astronauts. They were cryogenically frozen. One of them wakes up like a week early. The rest of them wake up. And they eventually land on this foreign planet somewhere out in the middle of space somewhere. And there is so much dialogue and talking, which I usually would not be against if it's interesting. But here, it's just, one page will have, no joke, the entire page divided left to right with 9 panels. 9 panels, just filled to the brim with pictures of people talking and eating and talking about how sick they are from the cryogenic freezing, and dialogue bubbles everywhere. Not that I mind dialogue, I just need it to be good, and it wasn't here. And they're rambling on about their sicknesses, but then when they get on this planet that I was talking about a moment ago, they begin to notice a lot of commonalities with Earth, or their home planet, or whatever they're from. It's been a couple of days since I read this. I haven't had time to get around to recording a review. Whatever. And so on this planet, they begin to see weird things, like animals that look kind of familiar to real Earth animals, like a jackrabbit that has one eye, for example, and vegetation that looks weird, They begin to see a lot of things with alien creatures and whatnot that some of them feel like are things from their past being recreated into real events in front of them, but they're too similar to not have some kind of oddity to it, to whatever happened to them in the past. So they begin to think that whatever these alien forces are, or whatever this planet is, that it somehow can tap into their memories and their thoughts and almost recreate that, but they don't know why. And if it doesn't sound that interesting, if it sounds like it could be a totally failed concept, well, you should play the lottery today, because you guessed right. It's garbage. It sucks. It's such a lame ending to this. And it's so bad that it has to do the complete opposite of what Twilight Zone used to do with the shows, where it has to over-explain the entirety of the comic in the last 5 or 6 pages of this 22 or 23 page long issue. That's just unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable to me. When you have one guy doing the art and the writing, I'm not expecting either to be a masterpiece or expecting the creator to be a jack of all trades. But this is a great example of when you're trying to do everything, you can't do much of anything. You know what I mean? And I feel like, again, if the art had been better, I feel like I could have dealt with this more. Maybe there could have been more of a focus on the dialogue and getting it kind of hammered out a little bit smoother, Or maybe just doing an entirely different story that wasn't this piece of shit. But this is such a downgrade from what I was expecting. And such a downgrade from the atmosphere that issue 1 had from the other creators that worked on that. It's not a good second issue. This could have been a 3rd or 4th or a final issue later on down the road. But like I said, it's such a disappointment that this is not the issue that could have even been better with a part 2 or a part 3 issue. As a storyline arc, even those things could not have saved how bad this was, to me. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I would love to hear you other comic fans who read this talk about it down in the comments section. You Twilight Zone fans like myself, who are picking up these issues left and right. I'd love to hear what you all have to say, especially down below too, because this was rough. I may try to get out my review for issue 3 today. I can't really decide yet if I can pull that off, but I'll try, maybe. But God willing, it should be up tomorrow, and maybe issue 4 review as well. But hopefully you guys will tune in for that. Hopefully that the future issues IDW puts out from issue 4 onward, hopefully they'll be better. But after issue 1 and this, and then how good issue 3 is, I'm not really holding my breath, to be honest with you. So anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all. What was your favorite issue between issue 1 and this, and issue 3, I guess, too? Or 4, I guess that's out, too, even though I haven't read it. What's your favorite issue out of the whole selection so far? God bless you guys. Catch you later, and goodbye.